I recently pleaded for some help in this video right here. So if you have any tips on using embossing folders and vellum, please leave it in the comments for me down below. And you all came through with an incredible amount of suggestions. And I'm going to share the results with you, and it involves a little bit of trial and error and a little surprise ending that left me so amazed I could not wait to share it with you all. Let's get into it. First of all, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for all of your support. You all are so amazing. And remember, just because these tips didn't work for me doesn't mean they're not going to work for you. Crafting is a journey of experimentation, and I encourage you to give them a try. You might have better luck than I did. All right, so the first tip I tried was taking the embossing folder, adding a piece of cardstock and vellum inside of it and running it through my machine. I wasn't sure exactly how this was going to work, but there was a few people that suggested this, so I gave it a try. Unfortunately, my vellum still cracked. It didn't work. And keep in mind, I'm using 55-pound weight vellum, so it is pretty thick, so I thought. More on that later in the video. Someone mentioned adding double-sided adhesive to the back of the vellum before putting it through the die cut machine with the embossing folder. This one seemed promising, as I thought the double-sided adhesive would help the vellum not to crack, but it didn't work. The next thing I tried was spritzing the vellum with a little bit of water and running it through the die cut machine. Even though this helped a lot, there was still some cracking within the vellum, so I just kept on testing. So many people suggested using thick or heavyweight vellum, and the vellum that I was using is 55 pound, which I thought was probably one of the thickest vellums out there. But in my search on Amazon, trying to find other brands of vellum that could have different properties to them, I found one that is 105 pounds. Now that's some thick vellum, and it was only $10 for 42 sheets. Yes, only $10 for 42 sheets of 105 pound vellum. I honestly didn't have much hope because for that price, it was probably going to be bad quality. However, despite my reservations, I decided to give it a try. So I got the vellum a few days later. I opened it up and it was pretty thick. I was actually really surprised. I cut it down to card size so that I can fit it in my embossing folder. And because spritzing the vellum with water helped a lot before, I decided to give that a try on this vellum as well. I cranked my machine pretty slow just to make sure that I was getting a good impression. When I was done running it through my die cut machine, I took it out and opened the embossing folder. To my surprise, it turned out perfect, and I could not wait to share the results with you all and let you all know that I cannot thank you enough for all of your support and suggestions. Remember, crafting is all about exploring and discovering what works best for you. So I encourage you to keep trying new things. And who knows, you might stumble upon your own crafting breakthrough. Let me know in the comments if this crowdsourcing for ideas is something that you want me to continue to do. But in the meantime, I wanted to let you know that I put this thicker vellum to the test, trying out various techniques just like I did in these videos right here, including my personal favorite, using alcohol inks on vellum. And I've got a whole playlist where you can learn that technique and so many others, so be sure to check it out. I'll see you there.